Well, we're back out in the mess palace today. Get some more stuff done. I went shopping yesterday and got the light. That's the light will go up in the guts of it because it's either battery or you can plug a USB into it. I bought the fixings for the lamp, so if you take the top off it and the cord, I might even use that base to go on the piston, on the brake pad I should say. And I've got the legs for the table, since that's what he was after. They'll go on like that. Obviously they'll be sort of modified a little, but they'll go on there, on there, like that. So yeah, I'll just have to sort it all out. They'll bolt on like that, good enough. And so we're going to get a bit of a move on today. Turn this air conditioner on because it's as cold as a bastard in here. Warm the place up. And I went and bought a new pressure washer yesterday because my pressure washer died, and some decent degreasers. So I'm going to take this and the crank and everything out the front and give it a good degreaser and a pressure wash, so I can start putting this together and cleaning it up. Well, there's not a lot to put together on this. All I'm going to do is drill the holes in the top for the rods to bolt down. Then test fit them all. I've got to deburr those holes, so I'll get the Dremel out and do that. And then I'll work on this as well. So I'll see how much I can get achieved today. Stay tuned. Right, I've been out and sandblasted that, and because I'd made this for something else, I already had the holes drilled and tapped. So I've got the grub screws in, that blast ain't going nowhere. Strip the lamp down. That's the piece I need for the top. I'm going to drill that right size for that. Cut that off, obviously it's not going to be that fucking long, it'll look stupid, but make it a couple of inches long, and put the top on. That's this bit. What I've also done, I forgot to mention earlier, I got this lampshade because all I want is that wire bit. That wasn't really expensive, but that wire bit, that's what I'm going to mount to the chrome air filter. And the good thing about it all is it's got an insert in there, if I can get it, because I've only got one in here, and it spins, so you can spin it around. So I'm going to utilise that centre bit there. The only thing I want to try and work out is what I want to put on top of it here to mount that, because I thought about putting something on top, but it's going to look a bit odd, and I don't want to leave gaps, I don't want to leave holes there because that just looks shoddy. But that's the base off it. I was thinking of, see, but it doesn't give you anything to fucking secure it with, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but I could put that on there like that and then mount the piston on that. That would look alright. Because all this bottom end is going to be painted black, gloss black. The piston and rod will be painted red, as per instructions from Amit. So I was going to think about that for a while. Work out what I'm going to put in there. Rack the brain a little bit. I'm bound to have something here I can use that won't make it look shitty. Maybe a bit of gal sheet, a thin bit of gal on top. And maybe I can put evenly spaced bolts and bolt it down. That'll make it look a little bit better. And then I can bolt that. I can drill and tap the base of that. Yeah, I think that's the way I'll go. That'll look a little bit better. I've got some little tiny. Still haven't cleaned this shit up. Look at this. I've got some tiny ass bolts here somewhere that I can utilise. There you go. Look at coach screws. You can always put coach screws through it. just have the dome sitting on top. That'll look alright. But I'm bound to have something. There's that much shit in there. So I'll keep going with this. I think I might keep working on this today till I get where I'm happy. For now, anyway, because I've still got to order the air filter, which I might do very soon, actually. And then I'll throw that on my little trolley and take it out the front and give it a hit with the degreaser. See if I get this shit off like this. It might come off. It's a new pressure washer too, so it'll work better than the old one. Worst case scenario, I've got fucking 10 litres of hydrochloric acid out there. That's what I cleaned the other one with. And this one doesn't, the finish doesn't have to be spot on because it's going to be painted. So the only bits that are going to be silver are the bits that are already shiny. So, well, that won't matter. That's the bottom. I'm going to put a piece of MDF over that to cover it, because I'll mount the lights onto the MDF like I did the other one. Yeah, and then clean. It'd be nice. I've got a hand sandblaster here. Might be able to sandblast those water jackets, because I want them all painted as well. I want to paint all the inside of those. All the water jackets paint red. And inside here as well, it's going to be painted. But all this will be shiny. All this face will be shiny. I'm just trying to work out what I want to do with these lifter holes. I might even try work out some way of painting those fuckers. Well, not painting them, I should say. Wouldn't take much to stick something in there to polish them, make it all nice and shiny, and then put something in there when I paint it to block them off. That'll work. I think that'll make it stand out a little bit more too. Shiny top, shiny, red in there. No water jacket there, but I think I might even paint those bolt holes red as well. Yeah. Alright, I'll keep moving. I'll bring you back a bit later on when I've worked something out, when I've made some progress on this. Talk to you then. Peace. Okay, about an hour or so later, and this is what I've got. I think that's going to look good once it's painted. I might even keep those out and paint them red and paint that black. I think that'll contrast nicely with the red piston. So I've just got to straighten it. As you can see, it's not 100%. I've just got to unlock it because I put the grub screws in, just move that right up just a fraction. But that's all done, all bolted on. What I've got to do is I'm going to try and route the wire. I've got to work out somewhere to hold it so it's up against the back of the rod there, and run it down. And what I'll do is I'll run it down into here, and I'll drill a hole through the bottom and a hole through the back to bring the wire out. So I think that'll come up, and I've got to get something just to put little feet under this. I've got these things that I used to put on, I'll put on the glass, on the legs for the glass, but they're just plastic, like silicone they're supposed to be, but they feel a bit hard. They're flexible, but I might put 3 of those on. I always like to put 3 on because you put it somewhere that's not dead flat, it saves it from wobbling and rocking around. So I might even, so it's going to be a little while yet, I might even go into the hardware and see if they've got something in there I can put underneath. Just something you can buy a little stick on. I think actually door stops might be a bit thick, but I'll find something. So I'll set that up. Actually, even if I can lift it up, I might not have to drill in the back here. I might just run that underneath. So I think that might be a better option if I'll put feet on it. I'll just put that lamp on there. That's just before I pull it all to pieces. So, but as I said, see, it spins around. So remove plastic wrap from shade before use. No shit, Sherlock. And again, they're going to put warnings so people don't fucking drink brake fluid. So that's that done. So I might spend a little bit longer now. I'll get that crank up here, work out how I'm going to bolt that the disc on the bottom, and then go and have some lunch and see how I feel after lunch. They're not tight. They're not tight either, still loose. So that shouldn't come out. It's fucking, that's a press fit and Araldite, so that's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, bit of progress. And I deburred these as well. I stuck them in, got the Dremel out and deburred them. So they look a whole lot better. They're ready to be degreased. So making progress. So that's not far off done. I've just got to order the air filter, which I might do now while I remember. So then start. I'll get that crank up onto the bench and start playing. I'll talk to you later on. Peace. Well, there you go. I was sitting there thinking, and I was looking at that, so I thought, I've got a spare clock face inside. Needs a new battery, that's why it's not working. And I've got a little bit of, just enough aluminium left to make another holder for it, so I think that'll look good like that. With the chrome air filter on, which I've ordered. And that makes it much easier to run the cable down the back. I've got plugs for here somewhere. I'm sure I've still got a plug left to put in here. So we'll just run it down the back. Look at that. Very nice. Now I might go and have myself some lunch. Well, there you go. I knew I had some there. That looks a lot tidier. Very nice. Now I'm going to go and have some lunch. Righto. Now I've got a bit done, but the valuable lesson I learnt this afternoon when I went to record machining shit in the lathe, it will not record if you don't push the fucking button. So, but anyway, this is what I've achieved. An adapter just for the bottom of the, just clamped on the edge of the bench there so I can work with it. And I made an adapter because you got two different sizes here, so that just adapt and overcome. I tried to machine a bit more off this, but it's a bit hard on the outside because it's hardened and it's just fucking me lathe tooling up, so I used the linisher to grind the rest of the teeth off. It's only an old timey gear. So I'm going to drill probably 3 holes in here and match up in here so I can pick up, or well, not even pick up the holes on the crank because they're stupid ass threads. So I'm going to drill new holes and tap them out. It's probably M8 or M10 and put bolts in. That'll hold that well and truly. So yeah, this is about as much as I'm going to do today, I think. I'm going to go inside now. I'll get all this video off and get it uploaded and come out with a new plan in the morning. I might finish this one off tomorrow before I do anything else. I didn't get that block out today, get it cleaned, but I'll try and get that tomorrow. I'll do that first. I'll get this bolted on, or get it bolted, like ready to bolt on, and I can take that off, take it out the front with the engine and degrease it. And then I will work on that. I can't really do any more on that there. Where's the bloody, there's 12 right up there. I can't really do much more on that till the top comes in, till the air filter arrives. And once I get it all fit, then I'll strip it and clean it and paint it. Same with this, I shall have this done by then. All I've got to do is clean it all once I've bolted this on. Clean it, grind it, like clean up, you know, just give it a bit of a hit where some of the rough bits are there. I mean, this is 1970s fucking pommy casting going on here, so I'll dress it a bit. Work out what colours I'm going to paint it. I'm thinking of just leaving the journals silver and painting the rest black. I think that'll look alright. And then I'm going to heat shrink the top on. I'll be ready to order glass for. And I should have this done by then as well. So a few more days, but not a lot. But like I said, this table is going to be fairly easy. The most complicated part is to be putting the lights on the bottom on it and the legs. So yeah, but we're making progress. Yeah, alright, I'll get back into it tomorrow and see what we can come up with. Stay safe. Peace.